Good morning, good morning. How are you, SharkyDJ? Good morning.
Good morning, I'm not too bad at all.
Oh, it's
Mm,
Christmas next week.
it certainly is your favorite time of the year.
Merry Christmas, everybody, and good morning to everybody on the Breakfast Flight Show. Good morning, Colonel Paula Paris. Oh my gosh, good morning, my lovely
Mm,
G-Force Jax, Happy Carlos. Good morning, sir. DJ Rudy and Verona. Gosh, First Lady D Brown. Merry Christmas to you.
loads,
Now
loads,
I
loads.
can hear some echoes. It's me. I've got some background music going on there. Let me just switch that off. And everybody on the HPQ Mixcloud. Let's have Toronto, Carolyn. It's 2:16 in the morning in Canada, and you're up and alive and kicking. I hope you've been dancing on your good foot with James Brown just there. I hope you're good, madam. Like to see you over here for Christmas one day.
Oh
As you can
yeah,
see,
that'd
it's
be
all
great.
Christmassy on the Breakfast Flight Show. I love it. I want to keep it on till about next year. Can we just keep all the sparkles on? Might have to wear some tinsel next week. Christmas hats next week, definitely, as we
Ah,
count down to Christmas. I hope everyone's already got their foods, getting their foods prepared, all their Christmas presents. Who's leaving Christmas shopping till last? Are you one of these last people that leaves it till like the day before Christmas
yeah,
Eve?
I'm guilty of that.
One
I'm
guy in our
definitely
work,
guilty of that.
our workplace has closed down for the month because they're moving offices, so we have to work from home for the entire month of December and January. Actually, we don't go back until February. And he was saying that he's really not happy and quite peeved. That's the word I was looking for.
Hmm.
And because he says normally Christmas Eve he'll just leave the workplace, go get the shopping, and then go home. And now he's got to go outside of that and do some shopping. That's men for you. Why is it always the men that leave it till last minute? Why is it always the women that are organised?
I'm not a prolific shopper, so people who are prolific shoppers are used to that. They're used to going out and organizing themselves. Us guys, we're just not prolific shoppers. So DJ Colonel, do you go out and do your shopping early? Let me know. And what about you, Donald, Carlos, G-Force, you guys that are
Wolf
on the
Michael.
Mixcloud?
Or
Let
do
us
you leave it
know.
to the wives? Do you give the wives, here's the cash, go get?
Yes, that's exactly what I like to do. I just say to my daughter, here's the money, go and get all the presents.
Yeah, or give it to the wifey or the,
Or
the
wifey,
the
yeah.
the side piece. I
I
don't
think
know,
I'll
whichever
give it to
one you're choosing.
I'll give it to you, Mrs. Side Piece today. See, look, Colonel's the lastminute.com man too. What about G-Force and the rest of the guys here? Donald, Carlos, you guys, are you last minute shoppers or are you efficient shoppers? See,
and
I'm
and
not.
and and who, if you've bought your presents already, have you actually got them wrapped up, labelled up, and ready, good to go? I went to my sister's house yesterday, and she's got all the presents wrapped, stacked under the tree already, done, dusted. I've just about bought, yeah, I've just about bought some of mine. They're sitting on the table ready to wrap up at some point. I've got the wrapping paper, I've got the presents. I've just got a couple more to get.
Is
But
mine on there as well?
no, yours is not on the table. It's not going to be visible. No, have you rifling through? No. Carlos
I
says,
saw
I
one.
don't.
I
Go on.
saw one. I thought that looks like it's going to be mine.
No, there's none on there for you. Not one. There's not one. Sorry. Not the socks. No, none of those socks are yours.
See, Carlos says, right, I don't do Xmas presents.
I don't buy any. Did you just give cash, don't you? I can see you're that man that just says, how much goes out
Rudy
like
says he
that.
does his a month before. He's efficient. There you go.
Oh, I love you, DJ Rudy. See, all men need to aspire to be like you. I'm going to herald you. I'm telling you, a whole month before. Excellent, excellent. Great news there. Anybody else? Anybody else not buying? People not celebrate Christmas? And is it only hold on, Jack's happy says present sport, but like you HPQ not wrapped yet. Yeah, you know that. But Christmas Eve you're there wrapping with a glass of wine, watching Christmas movies,
Or a
watching
glass
the
of Prosecco.
holiday. Yeah, or a glass of Prosecco, you know. And talking about Christmas movies, I was talking about that yesterday actually, talking about which of our favourite Christmas movies are you looking forward to. And I mentioned The Holiday with
Hmm.
Jude Law and what's her name? What's her name? That was Kate Winslet and Cameron Diaz and Jack Black. Oh, I got them all the names. And I absolutely love that movie. And I think people fall in love with the cottage that Cameron Diaz swaps with Kate Winslet. They do a house swap. They're both out of love, I don't know, with their respective partners, and they need a different scene. So they decide to house swap, from Los Angeles to rural England somewhere. So Cameron Diaz goes to this little cottage, and everyone falls in love with this cottage. It's idyllic, it's quaint, it's quirky, looks like a cute, colourful cottage, somewhere where you'd just like to go for a weekend or so. And I'm sure lots of people have probably wanted to go and visit there, but Jude Law recently revealed that it's not a real cottage. That idyllic front is not a real one. The producer or the director travelled around the UK to try and find the cottage that she was looking for to depict in the film, and couldn't find one, so they built it instead. So it was built out in some kind of field, and then the interior was filmed in Los Angeles. It doesn't even seem like it. So when you watch the movie, people, The Holiday, just remember it's not a real cottage. It's just a front, and the interior was shot in LA.
I've never seen it. I've never seen it. So I'll have to have a look at this, a watch of this film. Maybe I can watch it this Christmas. What do you reckon?
I hope so. You're not really have you watched The Green Mile?
I have, yes. That film made me cry. I remember exactly where I was sitting. I was watching it with someone, and we were both bawling our eyes out. Yeah.
You were bawling.
Bawling my eyes.
There's a very few films. Well, there's a very few films. That's such a lie. An advert will make me cry. For the RSPCA, and I'm in tears. That's why I don't like watching TikTok with these animals that they find abandoned, and then they film and they get better. And I'm just like, I hope they get better. Look at him, scrawny animal.
Funny you should talk about TikTok. I was watching something on an animal. I'm not sure if it was on TikTok or Instagram or something like that. But they had this tiger, and they said this tiger has been chained up on its whole life, and people were taking pictures with this tiger, and it was kind of sad because the chain was really short. Yeah, it was a short chain around this tiger's neck, and it looked really friendly, like a little cat. But when those kind of animals, they need to run wild and free, and to be chained up your whole life like that just kind of reminded me of what people did with people back in the days.
I hate zoos. I don't do zoos at all. I don't think it's right for animals to be taken out of their natural habitat, to be locked up somewhere for people to just take pictures of all day, every day, and pay money for it. I mean, we should just have safari parks, really. Forget the zoos. I went to one in Australia. That was the last one I went to. That's what made me change my mind. It was awful to see some of these animals, and it just didn't look like they were kept in really good conditions. So I abhor them. I hate them. I think they should be banned all over the world. Zoos, let them go. Now, G-Force says, not good coming back to the Christmas shopping, not good at shopping at all. I prefer to ask them what they want and they get what they want. That's not the idea of Christmas, G-Force. It's the whole premise about giving. You give to, not always to receive. That's what we're taught, And it doesn't matter. I don't like this idea of having expensive gifts and people talking about what did your man get you for Christmas, and did you get a Gucci bag or some sort of expensive? You spent £500, £600, £1,000. I don't believe that. Christmas is all about how much money retailers can make, and
it is.
The moment that we can cotton into this idea and stop making these retailers make money is when we'll see sense. It's hard when you've got kids, because all over the TV at school, everywhere's plastered Christmas toys, gadgets, things, everything a child wants. It's a whole dream. But you don't have to go wild. I've never gone buck wild at Christmas and gone...
no, you don't need to go wild.
Yeah, it don't make any sense. Leave that for other parts of the year to buy nice gifts. Christmas, just a nice little gift that they can open on Christmas Day is quite sufficient. Now, D. Brown says, I look forward to all that lovely food. Now, I was going to ask this question before. Is it only black people that cook with about 12 different meats on Christmas Day? Because I've never been anywhere where you could just have... when you watch adverts, and these Christmas adverts, all you see is one big turkey on the table, right? Some roast potatoes, Brussels sprouts, and a couple of bits of trimmings. That's it. And a whole load of people around the table, and one big turkey. But with black people, and never in my life have I had Christmas dinner with just a turkey on the table. I'd like to know if anybody in Mixcloud has had Christmas dinner with just turkey, Brussels sprouts, some rice, some roast potatoes, stuffing, and that's it. Because we have to have some pork, right? And sometimes pork chops, pork loin, pork everything, along with a whole joint of beef. If you're Guyanese, you're gonna have pepper pot on that table, and then there's spare ribs. I don't know why, but you've got to have some spare ribs, some more pork in there, and then there's lamb, a whole leg of lamb, turkey crown, maybe chicken curry. My sister's cooking. We're having curry on Christmas. Don't know. It's this special occasion. The curry comes out, so all kinds of meats comes out, and it's always afterwards. It's just like piles of boxes, and my brother always takes home like 2 carrier bags of food. I think we just prepare it for him, but yeah, I don't know if we are the only ones, the only race to not just do turkey. It's abhorrent to just have turkey.
I don't eat turkey, so I'm not really bothered. I don't like turkey at all. I can't stand it. It just makes me, I don't know. I don't see the big deal in turkey. I really don't.
Yes, Jack's happy. One day I did. I hosted Christmas dinner at my house, and I actually did like a Christmas menu, right? And when you looked at all the items on the main course, that's not even including the starters. And then there was a mix for people who didn't eat seafood and so forth, and God knows whatever. But I did have nearly every meat imaginable. Duck, definitely duck, lamb.
Duck, lamb, everything. Quack, quack.
At one point, I've had some pheasant.
Pheasant.
No word of a lie. No word of a lie. I
You
found
eat any meat, you will.
beef, pork, ribs, pigs in blankets. You can't not have pigs in blankets at Christmas.
Yeah. The tracks. Pixie. You're muted.
Oh gosh, there's me
That's
talking
better.
away there. No, I said if you just saw me blowing kisses, it was to Willow that was just making an appearance there. Sharky's not down there somewhere, you know. It's Willow the cat that I'm blowing kisses to. Yes, Jack's happy. You're quite welcome, but I'm going to be in London this year. I'm not actually going to be at home. But what I have done is that I've bought a joint of lamb, a joint of pork, and what else have I bought? I've bought 3 things, and a turkey crown.
Mm-hmm.
So they're all seasoned up, ready. I bought them, seasoned them up, froze them. Just going to take them out the day before and cook them. So yeah, they'll be nicely seasoned up. That's me. That's just what I'm bringing. I don't know what my sister's doing. I know she's doing a chicken curry, so that's 4 bits, and she's probably going to do some more. So yeah.
Maybe I should do one of my infamous mac cheese baked cake pies.
Mac cheese baked cake pies. Sounds interesting, to say the least. And what else sounds interesting? And I think I mentioned this the other day, for people that are spending Christmas alone. So for those singletons, okay, if you don't fancy joining anyone in preparing a Christmas dinner or being part of a Christmas dinner, and you can't afford the Marks and Spencer's meals for one, well, pop on down to Papa John's, because they're doing a Christmas pizza special. Okay, with this pizza you could get Brussels sprouts, rice, potatoes,
Wow.
saged and pulled pork or turkey for just £12 a pizza. What a bargain. What a bargain. Get all of your Christmas dinner on one pizza. Or you copy that idea, you get yourself a pizza base, the cheap in Aldi's, and you go and get all those bits, and then you put it on your own. Make your own pizza Christmas special day. Don't say HPQ don't give you any tips.
You certainly did. But also, what's happening the following day?
Wow, what's happening the following day? That's Boxing Day, isn't it? And it's a very special day because we're going to be live doing the Christmas Quizzle. named it after Orlando. Orlando gave it that name. It's going to be the big Christmas quizzle. So I hope you guys are going to join in. I'm going to post the links into the chat. You just need to go onto Eventbrite. It is free. I'm not charging anybody for the quiz, even though it costs. But there are donations that you can give should you feel to. It's all about giving to my charities for HPQ Giving, the TAP Project, Jaffers for You, and Ultra Education. So if you don't feel like submitting a payment for it, at least make a little donation for Christmas. No obligation. It's just up there. But come and join in the quiz. Have a chance at winning some prizes that some of our sponsors have given us. I've got some Munch and Move tickets, 4 DJs and a record box. What have we got from the hoodie specialist, Sharky?
From straight out of the record box, which is a brand by my mate for music lovers. There's all types of T-shirts and hoodies, and he'll be giving away as part of the prizes. So if you do win, we can get a hoodie of your colour and whatever you want on it. I'll give you choice. But I've got a few myself. Normally I have one on, but yeah, that's one of our sponsors. So yeah, that's going to be a nice little prize as well, especially if you like your little hoodies and stuff like that. If you never had one before and you win one, chance to have one.
Yeah, and we've got a bottle of Prosecco. We've got some prizes. There's going to be a little few spins in there for people to win some prizes. There's a £25 James Shoe Care voucher from the lovely Mr. Martin Winter. We've got £10 Amazon voucher as well. We've got some Julie Juice lollipops, and there may be more on the day. Let's see. So come and join in on the fun. Get your intelligent caps on. Formulate your teams at home. Get a mix of people, okay? You get your Gen Zs, your millennials. I'm trying to do it in the internet talk. I can't remember what the other ones are. Gen Z, millennials, and what's the other ones? I'll look it up. I'll find out. Get all of them on your team.
But you know what I want to do? I want to see if we can get on James Capone and get him to do HPQ, spin the wheel.
Do you know, I've still got the jingle for that, so we could actually use that if James doesn't come on. I've got the jingle.
Yeah, so that's a spin the wheel we used in Zoom when we were giving away prizes in Zoom. And if your name came up and you entered, you could win a prize. So the quiz, guys, is all done on your mobile phones. You just need a second device, phone or laptop, and you just press the button. You can see everything that comes up on the screen, so it's all done fairly. So that is on Boxing Day. What time are we starting that?
Oh, we're starting from 6 p.m. on
6 p.m. There you go. Put that in your diary. Watch out for the ads. A little bit of music. I think we'll get an ad going so that people can we can know about that. And yes, it'll be a good one.
Get it out for tomorrow.
Absolutely.
Yes. So you'll see us on 4 times for the Christmas week. We'll have the Breakfast Flight Show on the Monday, Breakfast Flight Show on the Tuesday, Breakfast Flight Show on Christmas morning.
Hold on. Breakfast Flight Christmas special on Christmas morning.
All right. There you go. And then on Boxing Day for the big quizzle. So I will put those details in the chat for you guys. It will also be posted on my website, on my Facebook page, and also on my Instagram page, House Party Queen, if you want to find out details. HPQ 2020 on Facebook. The event details are in there. Also, join up, subscribe. And don't forget to join our YouTube channel for all the replays of the Breakfast Flight shows. I try and upload them and put them all up there. I have to remove the music, though. Sorry, Sharky. It's not because I just want to see just us on screen and no music.
YouTube, they like removing the music, don't they? I love that track, you know. Love will bring us back together.
Do you know, all of those tunes just remind me of the good old days when you used to be doing the shuffling, do some proper dancing on the floor during the 80s and 90s. I'm telling you, now you've got this grime stuff going on where you're just like doing all this. And I'm going to talk about some of that later. Sharky's got a track that I've got him to play that I just need to explain a few things. There's a few things I just need to understand that I just don't get. I don't get it, but we'll talk about that later. Now, on the news this morning, anyone remember Oscar Pistorius? I love his name.
Yes,
I remember. Should have been a movie star, Oliver Pistorius. Now, he was the one that had the blade legs. He was called the Blade Runner.
Blade Runner, yeah. Wasn't he in prison? Was it in prison, wasn't he?
Yeah, he competed in the Olympics, but he was in prison for shooting his girlfriend dead, Reva Steenkamp. And she was in the bathroom, and he thought that she was an intruder. This is in South Africa, and South Africa is notorious for crime. Okay, so I can understand that he would think an intruder might be in his property. But he took out his gun and shot through the bathroom door, not even realizing she weren't in bed next to him. Shot her dead, and that was his plea. That he thought that she was an intruder, and he shot her through the bathroom doors. Now, the rumours went on saying that it was a violent relationship and he used to beat her and everything, and he, I think in anger, he just shot her and didn't realise what he did. But he went to prison. He went to prison for a long time, and now he's out. He's under a little bit of house arrest. He can't do very much. But he's got himself a new girlfriend, and she's a Reeva Steenkamp lookalike. And I just wonder if anyone's spoken to her yet. I wonder if anyone's spoken to her. Just say, don't go to the bathroom at night. Wake him up. Tell him, I'm in the bathroom, babe. Every time you go to the bathroom, do not leave him sleeping, and get up and leave him and go to the bathroom. Always tell him at all times when you are moving from the bed, because you don't want to get shot, and you make sure there's no guns. Listen,
say you will shoot that girl in it.
They're nuts. This man shot his girlfriend point blank through the bathroom doors, and you're lying in bed next to him like, oh, I think I'll go to the bathroom. I feel safe. La 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 la. No! I would not feel safe whatsoever. The man shot his girlfriend through the bathroom doors, and now maybe there's a stipulation where she never stays at night. Maybe it's like, at 7 o'clock, night, babe. She's gone. I'm not staying in your house at night through fear that you're going to have a nightmare. You might even have a nightmare and wake up and shoot me thinking I'm an alien or something. No, no, no. You can't be trusted with lying next to you when you're sleeping. Or you give him sleeping tablets, very strong, value him at night and knock him clean out.
Knock him out.
So he's not going to wake up at all. But no, that's not a way to live a life or in a relationship. But bless her. It's like saying I'm dating Fred West. I know he's dead, but it's like saying I'm going out with Fred West. It's all right. But no. But people do like people that have committed crimes. There's lots of people on death row and in prison that get a whole load of fan mail. Women are just clamoring at the prison gates trying to get in with a high profile criminal. I don't know what it is about that. But Melly Mel says, we spoke about this the other day with my manager. He's from South Africa. Yeah. Your manager got a gun? Your manager got a gun? Just make sure he ain't got no gun by his bedside, yeah? Don't know about this South Africa thing. Sorry. People are too trigger happy there and in America.
Yeah, especially
too trigger
America.
Happy. No, not for me, thanks. Not for me, thank you.
I was reading something this morning about some young lady, 15-year-old. She'd done some kind of massacre in Wisconsin.
It's always in them places, isn't it? Wisconsin. Yeah? Deep places where everyone carries a gun shooting pigeons and birds and stuff and start shooting people. Beware of people that start shooting animals and that move on to bigger. No. It's all too much for me. G4 says he meant to kill her. A real man would check that his woman was safe before anything else. Not when you've had an argument. Enough times you could be lying in your bed next to your partner, you just be like, I just want to knock the out of him.
Yeah.
You ever want to get that frying pan moment? You just ladies that your man's sleeping in the bed and you just could get a frying pan and just lick it right across their head when they're sleeping. Yeah, of course.
Pung.
All of them things. There's a meme that goes around actually. It's in a movie. It's one of those old time movies. And this man's he's having a dream, and she's walking towards him, and she's got this hatred in her face, and she gives him one big rotted slap, and then he kind of wakes up. She goes, "You all right, darling? You were having a really bad dream," and she just slapped the hell out of him.
Yeah, I've seen that one.
I gotta do that to you one day, babe. When you're sleeping, when you're in a deep sleep. You're like, babe, you had a really frightening dream. Oh my God, I had to wake you up.
You see that? You see how evil women are, guys? Be careful. Just want to punch me in it.
No, of course I don't. Play a track, Sharky.
Do that on purpose.
Listen,
give that black eye on purpose. You pretend we play fighting, but you know what you women are. You got this memory. That's for 7 years ago. Sorry, baby.
That's when I was 12 and you weren't there. Look, G-Force, look, hun, I don't know if anyone's ever explained this to you, right? But we play fight, but we kind of fight for real in between that, you know. And as Sharky says, you know, you get a little punch. Yeah, remember that? Love you.
But you know what? I'll tell you what.
That weren't play fighting. She gave you that black eye on purpose. It was for something you done.
G-Force have been married, I think it's about 33 or 34 years, right? And I know his wife. I know her very well. And I was going to say she seems...
Reveal all the man's business.
She seems so sweet. No, he's 34. He's proud of his marriage. He's proud of his long-term marriage, yeah? And she seems so sweet. I can't imagine her punching him. But you know what? There's always that side that you don't see, right?
Yeah. No, you couldn't imagine me doing that to Sharky at all. Definitely not. There's so much silence there. I don't like that. There's so much silence. No, I'm not a violent person. Only when provoked. That's all I can say. Now, we've got to get to a bit of Diddy, Jay-Z update. just a little bit, just a little touch. Now, Will Smith. Now, his name has been linked to the Dids star.
Oh, yes.
Sean Nasty Coombs, Dutty Love. I keep changing it every time I say it, right? Sean Nasty Coombs, Dutty Love. So, oh, sorry. Lady B says Oscar P's new girlfriend wouldn't play like that. No, she wouldn't, would she? He'd be like, honey, let's pedo fight. No. No, thanks. No. Let's blow bubbles instead. That's safer, you know? But no play fighting.
He pulled out a gun. I thought it was a water pistol.
Yeah, do you know what I mean? No, none of that. No. We'll just blow kisses in the air. That'll be our play fighting. But Will Smith has denied any links to the disgraced music mogul Sean Nasty Dutty Love Coombs and requested that people should stop associating him with the rapper. Well, you've been named, Will, by quite a few sources, so we can't help it. Now, he was speaking on stage on Thursday in California, where he'd had noticed his name had been associated with Coombs. You should have noticed a long time ago. It's been more recent than his arrest. But we've all been speculating online about Will's association with Coombs and the freak-offs and everything. But and this was told by TMZ, you know, reputable gossip magazine. Yeah. Now, Will Smith told the crowd he had seen all the memes, and he said that, I just want to say this very clearly in his own words, I don't have nothing to do with Sean Nasty Love Dutty Coombs. So you can stop all those memes, he said in his reference. It goes, you can stop all of that bull. Not going to say the name. I haven't been nowhere near a freak-off. I haven't been anywhere near that man, and I haven't done any of that stupid... Cut out the word there. So, yeah, and he's then joked saying, I don't even like baby oil. Yeah, right. So,
Listen.
Will Smith has been linked to Sean Coombs for a long time now, and it hasn't just been just on the internet. Jackie Will Wright has speculated. I think, what was Sean Coombs' ex-girlfriend called again?
Cassie?
The one that died.
Kim.
Kim Porter alluded to it in her book, saying that they had threesomes with Jada Pinkett and Will Smith.
But that Jada, she's kind of kinky, isn't she?
Yeah, Jada's kinky. She's kinky up. She is. And, yeah, that he was involved in that. So I don't understand why he's saying he's not involved. Something is in the air. Now, coming back to Jay-Z just a little bit, when they spoke about this young lady, there was another celebrity that's been linked that actually paid off Tony Busby for his name not to be released into the press. So Jay-Z decided that he weren't paying it. And there wasn't a demand, as they said. It was just Tony Busby said it was just a normal letter that they sent to their clients when going through a civil lawsuit. But Jay-Z's kind of was a bit more incensed that he was being linked, maybe that they were going to reveal his name and threaten them. And like I said, there was another celebrity, but Jay-Z has decided he's going to fight, and the other celebrity has paid off. So who is this other celebrity? Who is the female?
It's got to be the female, because they were saying that it was either Mary J. Blige or Jennifer Lopez. Some said it was Beyonce, but I don't think it was Beyonce. I think it might have been either J Lo or Mary J Blige. One of those two. That's the rumor mill.
Yeah, I definitely think Ben Affleck split with J Lo because of all of this. That J Lo, they knew that J Lo's name was going to be implicated in this, and maybe they've got some evidence of wrongdoing. And maybe you find out that she was involved after all of this and wants nothing to do with her, because they've kept completely quiet on why their marriage broke down.
Yeah,
Completely quiet. So there's things in the air. Things are just to associate with and work it all out. Yeah, something deep is going on, but we'll leave it as that. And we are coming up to the news break anyway, so I'm going to let you play an outro tune.
okay.
Yeah, so did he not? Jay-Z, did he? Has he now got 100 problems rather than 99 problems? Now, Howard, good morning, bro. I hope you're well. Says, apparently the girl who claimed Jay-Z raped her at 13 has been found to be a liar. Check the story. I spoke about this yesterday, so I'm going to repeat some of the story. And Howard said, hey, Sharky, we'll definitely catch up with you over the festive period. And going back to the Jay-Z story, she has loads of inconsistencies in her story. Even her dad said he can't remember picking her up at the gas station. So Tony Busby has actually spoken about this, and I spoke about this yesterday in regards to them picking up on the story. And the way that the media has run with it and the way that the story is two different things. And you must remember that you must read through the media and read through all stories and not just one story, because media reporting can make an elephant look like Celine Dion. I don't know. But so basically, I mean, she was 13 years old when this happened, first of all, Howard, and it's now 20 odd years later. I'm sure your memory will be full of holes when you've had to recount something like that 20 years later. Now, we don't know if her dad's been threatened. Don't forget, this is Jay-Z. He's very powerful. He's a billionaire. And we know that this is the reason why P. Diddy's been kept in jail, because of coercing the jury, threatening, manipulation, all of that stuff. So we don't know if he's got to her father or not for her father to turn around and say that. Now, there's also the fact that she went to the police and filed a police report. So they do have that on statement. And Tony Busby says that he has got some proof of her stories and things to back it up. And I don't know why he'd be pushing to have this pushed in court as a lawsuit if they didn't have some proof there. So let's see if this is a Joker story or not. You don't know. We don't know what's going on. There are some inconsistencies in her story. That could be due to memory. It could be due to, I don't know, she's lying. Or it could be the very fact that it could be very true. But to say just because there's inconsistencies that it's not true is not right. We can't look at a celebrity and herald them thinking just because they're a celebrity, there's no way that they can do something, because they can, and it's been proven.
It has been proven. The thing about it is, what people really need to realize is that when you're 13 years old and something happens to you, right, and you're going to be traumatized throughout the years. And obviously, if an opportunity comes up for you to do something about it, it's a long time ago for somebody. I mean, I can't remember what happened at 13, but if something happened to me that devastated my life at 13 years old, I'm sure right now I'd be thinking about what happened over the years. And as time goes by, you are going to forget. You are, you're not going to remember every single detail. But the fact that it has happened, the fact that it happened to you, that will traumatize you for the rest of your life.
And you are absolutely correct. Lady B has said this, and it was just what I was thinking as you were talking, that when you go through trauma in your life, you black it out. And you black it out, and so you forget certain things. Everybody that goes through regression sometimes has memories that have been buried so deep that they've forgotten them, and they come back out and realize that certain things had happened to them that they don't even remember. Now, Howard, going back to your point, you said this is a known fact that his lawyer is a money chaser, and if true, why doesn't he bring a criminal case? Two things there. All lawyers in America are money chasers. You tell me which one isn't a money chaser. Even the high-profile ones, they don't charge their clients a little bit of money. They charge them a lot of money. Some of these people go bankrupt in paying lawyer fees. So all lawyers are money chasers. You just got levels of money chasers. It doesn't matter where they are in ranking. Don't look at him like he's some low-level ranking lawyer. He's got 120 lawsuits that have been brought to P. Diddy. So something has to be in there somewhere. Not just the fact that he's running a hotline and everyone can just phone in and just say whatever. And also, the fact that it's not a criminal case is to do with the statute of limitations, the time that has to pass before that she can file it as a criminal case, which is why it's been raised as a civil case.
And I was going to say, you got to remember that Jaguar Wright has been talking about Jay-Z for a long time. And she also says that she's got 3 incidents that's happened with Jay-Z, and she's got the proof as well. So I'm sure, this young lady has thought that, nothing could ever be done to her. And obviously they thought obviously they got away scot-free with this crime that they committed. And now that something's been done and it's all coming out, of course, if it was me, I'd be coming out as well and saying, look, you know what? This happened to me. I remember at 13. I can't remember exactly what happened, but it happened. So something needs to be done about it. And, if I'm going to be compensated by taking some of your wealth, a bit of it, of course I'm going to take some of it. Yeah, you done some damage to me at a young age, and I want some of your money, of course. Why not?
Yeah. Howard saying that's not quite true. He can still bring a criminal case. Let's see. Let's do a little bit more reading. But I just think that there's some negative press. Don't forget, the media is very powerful as well. And if they want to allude to a certain fact, that's what they can do. I'm watching a story on Netflix about who killed John Benet Bennett. John Benet, is it John Benet? John Benet something. John Benet, her name was. She was that little teen pageant queen years ago that was quite infamous, and she was killed and found in the basement, and the media reported that the parents killed her, and they had no proof that the parents had, but the reporting that they did made it look like it was the parents, and what the police were leaking to the press also. So I'm not watching everything in the media. I'm watching in the media, I'm reading between the lines and reading other stories and reading podcasts and things that people talk about that can't be put into the media, and working out some of this myself. But I'm just not relying on the news to give me a consistent story about what's going on here. So Howard said, sorry, Sharky. Howard said, if this is true, why did the lawyer go to Jay-Z first to ask for money rather than release the story? The lawyer didn't go to the lawyer. Actually, did the lawyer go to Jay-Z first? No, the Jay-Z filed under a pseudonym, under a John Doe, to the lawyers, because he was only named as Celebrity A. He wasn't named actually in the lawsuit, and I believe that they must have sent him papers. They said they sent him a normal demand that they send to everybody, and it wasn't demanding any money from Jay-Z. It was just about the lawsuit. So then Jay-Z turned around and filed one against the firm under a different name, under harassment or whatever the case was that he put against them. Then Tony Busby said he wasn't going to be bullied by Jay-Z. He then found out it was Jay-Z, a firm that was representing Jay-Z. He was the John Doe. And then obviously his name's been released in the lawsuit. Now they've figured they got enough proof, so they've named him.
There you go. And
so it would have its day in court. We'll see.
Yeah. And there's the third person, obviously the female. She's been given the option to have some anonymity as well. So I think from what I was reading and watching the other day, and obviously there's a lot of news going around, obviously, but you got to try and keep track of everything that comes out. She's waiting to see what happens with Jay-Z as to pose whether she's going to pay or come out. So her name may come out shortly. We may never know who it is. If she pays up, we will not know who that person is. But that's how it works in America. Money talks. Right. So Spice Nice, she says, yes, it's the same way I had one big fight in primary school, I guess that is. I can't remember anything, but my primary school friends, a different subject. And yeah, some people will remember it, and some people may tell the right story, or some people will tell it slightly different as how they see it. Lady B says the lawyer approached Jay and one other for a deposition, which is usually done in private. So there you go.
Just to elaborate on that and Howard's point, he said not true. He tried to blackmail him first. This is talking about Tony Busby, and Howard says, still waiting for the Epstein names and the news that big name celebrities would come out. Nothing. Look, I'm not denying Hollywood or celebrity lifestyle is seedy. You only have to look at Jimmy Savile or even the Archbishop of Canterbury, with those poor boys who suffered at the hands of that terrible man. Suppose I just don't believe until I'm shown, rather than guilty by public or association. Absolutely. But there's no smoke without fire. That's all I can say. And there was smoke about Jimmy Savile a long time before he was prosecuted. Also, the Archbishop of Canterbury. There are always rumours out there. There are always stories out there. But obviously, they have to wait until a criminal case is formed before they can do anything. And a lot of that can be blocked from the powers that be. So we live in a very seedy world. Yes, we do. But I still feel that people should be held accountable, and we are trying. This Me Too movement by women is only just a new thing that's come out, and women are coming out in their droves because they've been kept so quiet for such a long time. Imagine if you've been a Hollywood star and you haven't slept with Harvey Weinstein, and then you're blackballed, your career is over. And if you look at people like Blue Cantrell and all these other stars that came out and slowly they disappeared off the scene, are we saying that Jay-Z and half these people had nothing to do with that? Now, coming back to that story about the lawyer. Now, the lawyer came up on Twitter, okay? And he wrote on Twitter, this lawyer said, when my firm sent Jay-Z's lawyer a demands letter on behalf of an alleged victim, and that victim never demanded a penny from him, he alleged the individual was solely seeking a confidential mediation, right? That was the first thing. And then he said, since I sent the letter on behalf of her, Mr. Carter has not only sued me, but he's tried to bully and harass me and this plaintiff. And he alleged that the rapper previously denied being the one who sued me and my firm. He did, and he did under a Swaden him. Now, why did Jay-Z do that? Why did he file it under a different name then? Now, let's answer that question. Why didn't you just come out and say, yeah, it's me, Jay-Z, this is not true. Why are you trying to bully me and do it that way? Why are you doing all these undercover things? Why have you got to hide your name? If you are not guilty, then you prove it also.
You prove it, that's right. I think sometimes because of the way that some of these guys are celebrities, we see them on TV, we see them in the media, and we have them up on this pedestal that, oh no, they wouldn't be like that, they wouldn't do this. Listen, to get to those heights sometimes, you have to be nasty, right? And to stay at the top, they're not just nice. I mean, I was watching a video yesterday with Rihanna, one of her early videos when she was 15. And she went to see Jay-Z. If you hit up on Jaguar Wright's page, she will show you the video. Maybe we could show it on here if I could find it. And basically, Rihanna said, she was being interviewed by this lady, and she said, did you get the contract? And she said, yes. She saw Jay-Z, and Jay-Z said, you got two options. You can either walk out the door with the contract signed, or leave by the window, and we're on the 29th floor. And this was in her early days, which means that she was actually forced at the age of 15 to sign this contract. And she actually came into the US. Obviously, everybody knew Jaguar Wright was there as well. Came into the US, and she'd flown in without her parents. And she spent a good few hours on her own in a room with Jay-Z. That's Rihanna. There was also another artist by the name of A. Marie that was meant to be signed together with Rihanna. Somebody didn't like her, hence the reason why she actually didn't get the big contract.
Yeah.
And that somebody was Beyonce.
Yeah, and she's just as good as a dancer as Beyonce.
And
well.
She would have been more successful than Beyonce. So there's a lot of creepy stuff that's been going on, and all this stuff is out there. What I was telling you about Rihanna is not somebody saying it. It was actually in an interview where Rihanna was actually talking at the age of 15. She was being interviewed. The video was old, so you could see it was real. Yeah.
Yep.
So that's the kind of world that they live in and they control.
And Lady B says Rihanna was rumoured to have a thing with Jay-Z. There's lots of people that was rumoured to have a thing with Jay-Z. It was a very incestuous world. I think everyone slept with everybody. Everyone's passed through someone's hands, feet, body parts, exchanged some bodily fluids along the way. Now, Howard also says he obviously tried to get Jay-Z to admit he did it, hence the mediation meeting. I wouldn't do it. The mediation meeting was there just for that. By the way, you've been accused of this. What say you? That's a mediation meeting, not we accuse you. This is what you got to do.
And you also got to remember, let's go to Diddy and Cassie, right? When Cassie first took out the case with Diddy, he denied it completely, utter denied it,
Do you
and
remember
said,
that, Howard?
"I did not do it." But the video came out, which showed showed what he did. True, you could not get away from it. And what did Diddy do? As soon as that video came out, he paid out the next day £30 million. Now, he was offered the money to pay out before, just like Jay-Z, but did not pay it, calling Cassie a liar and all this and that. But when the video came out, he paid it up the next day, right?
No, he didn't do that. The lawsuit was before the video, way before the video.
That's what I said. The lawsuit was before the video. But once the video came out, he paid out the next day once the video came out.
No,
from
no,
what
no.
I understand.
No. When the lawsuit came out, he paid up the next day to shut her down, and he didn't.
So when did the video come out?
Months later. It wasn't at the same time as the lawsuit. It came out months
Sure.
after the
Okay.
lawsuit.
All right. Maybe I got that one wrong. I thought he paid that. I thought he didn't pay out.
No.
I'll read up
He
on
paid
that
her
again.
out, and then because she obviously had the lawsuit. He paid her out, and then he denied everything that was in. Well, I don't know if he denied it, but he kept very quiet about it. And then people were not sure whether they believed Cassie was being abused by Diddy, because he's obviously just paid out in the lawsuit, but everyone was told to keep quiet. And then the video came out.
Okay.
And then it was
got
shown that, yeah.
My
obviously-
apologies. Got that one wrong. I thought I read up on. Okay. Thank you very much for that, HPQ, correcting
Yes.
me.
And then Howard says, Sharky, if you know the music industry, this happens all the time. Look at the artists who have sued all the big known record companies to get their rights. Yeah, it's a very, it's a dubious, dark world, the music industry. And they're not in it for the artists, they're in it for themselves.
So guys, you can see it for yourself. D Brown has put the link in the SharkyDJ chat room of the Rihanna interview with Jay-Z. So yeah, if you want to have a look at that yourself, the link is there.
Yeah, the link is in SharkyDJ's Mixcloud.
Can you post that in HPQ as well?
A. Marie was also rumoured to have done a thing with Jay, so if I were Beyonce, I wouldn't have signed her either. But A. Marie was good. You know, Jay-Z probably had loads of side pieces on there. Don't worry about A. Marie. It was all the others. It was the 13-year-old we've got to be like, got to be thinking of. But anyway, let's play a track and then we're going to come off Diddy and Jay-Z. They've been dominating the news. We've got half hour to go. Let's play some good videos, yeah? I know you look forward to those.
HPQ.
I do worry about Tyler getting overexposed in the industry. She's got a fantastic voice. Fantastic
Absolutely.
body, and she's a great dancer, but I do fear she's been overexposed. And every time she goes out, she's just got minimal clothes on. I mean, she's young. Don't get me wrong.
That's what the world is all about today, isn't it?
And she wears some stunning outfits, I've got to say. She just shows off her body. She's absolutely superb. But I just sometimes would like women to be women rather than to be sexual objects. But that's the theme of the music industry. Who am I? I will not be able to change that.
We're learning a lot about the music industry now, aren't we?
We are learning a whole load about the music industry just through just P. Diddy and Jay-Z. I'm telling you, with their shenanigans going on. But yeah, we don't know. But anyway, let's play it. You know what? It's been ages since I played a little video clip of something. Now, yesterday I did about a shrimp that decided it wanted to escape the hot water. It weren't getting cooked by and eaten by that lady. He was having a go at her. Would not let go of that hand whatsoever.
Man. The shrimp got its revenge, innit? It's like the shrimp was trying to swallow her whole. Big up yourself, Laurie. Good morning to you.
Year-end finance. At Christmas time, they still got you working so hard. It's ridiculous. Maybe you need something to eat. Who's hungry? Who's hungry? Now, you know what? A few weeks ago, I played a video on goat's balls and the way that they cooked them and fried them up, sliced it up. It looked really nice. And I said, I'm actually going to try it. Now, I don't know what that was, but I'm not going to try it. Even if they sprinkle paprika on it, I don't care, with some breadcrumbs. I don't think that's my cup of tea. Now, just in case you didn't see that properly, I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's camel tings, elephant. I don't know.
Run it
it's
one more
massive,
time.
though. What, did you not get it? You need to see it again, don't you? You do, don't you?
That doesn't even look like it's cooked.
It's
Whatever
just the
it
wrinkles
was.
at the bottom. It's like,
God.
I don't know.
Tracy said, I saw that. It's disgusting. Shriveled skin. Oh, God, it looks sickening. The thing that people eat, man. Yeah.
Listen, so some people do.
Oh, dear.
Some people do. I'm telling you, they do. They do, and they shouldn't. Oh, do you know what? I can't get that. Yeah, Juicy, the shriveled skin. That's what's making me feel sick. It's really shriveled, like it was really cold. You know, you would draw, and it shrivels up. Oh my God.
HPQ. These things that you actually come out with.
Absolutely brilliant, aren't they? But I'm not eating that. I'm not trying that, people. I'm still after the goat's balls. I'm going to report back to you when I do that. I'm actually going to film the whole thing, even buying it. I've got to get up to the ball ring. That's all I know. Or maybe when I'm down in London over Christmas, let's see what I can do. But yeah.
Goat's balls, she's hard hell bent on eating goat's balls.
Yeah, they look good, man. They did look good. They did look good. Now, anyway, breaking news. We got some breaking news, everybody.
What's that?
Jamie Foxx says he's been cured from dating white women.
Oh, wow.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
He
wow.
did a Netflix special. The last lady he dated was Katie Holmes, who was Tom Cruise's ex-partner. And we all, I'm sorry, but all us women sat there and thought, Jamie Foxx, that fine brother. Katie Holmes, what's with Katie? You had Vivica A. Fox. You've got lovely, who else is there? Megan, is it Megan Fox?
Mila Long? I don't know.
Nia Long as well.
Nia Long.
All these lovely ladies, and you choose Katie Holmes. I don't understand. But he said he sat down at piano. He said, and he was singing, "Sisters, I'm here to tell you, I've been cured. I've been cured of everything. No more white girls. I'm serious. No more white girls." He said, "No more potato salad and raisins.
Potato.
No more spray tan.
No
more
potato.
big fake ass. No more white girls." Now, he's dated many of black and white women. This is not all about me being against anyone dating anyone of the opposite colour. Honestly, I'm really not. But it's so funny that he's come out with that. Why has he got to make a big deal and herald over it that I'm not dating white women anymore? Like, is there going to be a queue of black women at his door now? We're going to be like, oh, hell no, you went to the other side. No way, huh? But
listen, they'll be queuing up. They'll be queuing up same way.
Same said way. If Jamie
Same
Foxx said,
said
"Hey,
way.
HPQ," I'll be okay.
Yeah.
No, Juicy said, when I lived in Italy, this food is a delicatessen, and apparently it's good for men to eat, keep them strong. Yeah, I think it was a cow parts they loved. No, sir. So I'm going to feed some to Sharky. And you ladies, you need to feed that to your husbands. Yeah, no more of that. What do they call it? That not Manish water. Those drinks that you get, the little power drinks.
Oh, what's that little what? Magnums, yeah.
Don't drink no Magnums. Just eat some cow parts. Yeah, keep strong.
Oh dear, it got me in tears this morning.
Oh, G-Force. G-Force has said, could you imagine if it was still loaded? You cut into it and it all comes
And it
out.
comes
Oh.
Oh God.
I got this image. I don't want to see this image. And Lady B says animal balls are meant to promote fertility. They are. Balls to balls. I don't know what it is.
It's like
Maybe
drinking cow's milk. Cow's milk is meant for cows, not humans. Oh dear, the things that people coming out with, dear.
Juicy's put a water sign in there. Thank you so much, Juicy. You guys are disgusting this morning. I don't know why. I don't encourage none of this behaviour. I don't know where it comes from.
Listen, you're the promoter of that behaviour from Mixcloud there. You are the promoter for it.
Well, listen, before D Brown says, I'm not eating no cowtings. Yeah, but if you've got cooked for you, you didn't know what it was.
Exactly.
That's because they've cooked it whole so you can see exactly the shape.
Come on, Verona, give him some cowtings, man.
Listen, you slice that up and mix it up with some rice and peas and call it a cook-up, you wouldn't know.
Don Marie says, too early, I'm at work, I can't laugh.
Put some onions, some carrots to cook up.
You know what I mean?
Verona, do
Fry it
that,
up.
man. Fry it up, cook it up for him, and don't tell him. Ladies, you've got to try it. Get something different for your men. I'll task you with this, right?
No.
Some different food and cook it up. And because men will eat anything so long as it looks good. They don't know what it is. You tell them it's beef, hun, or chicken. Tell them it's beef or chicken.
Some roasted cow's nuts.
Yeah. Put some garlic on it. You know what I mean?
Tomato ketchup, some hot pepper sauce.
Yeah. Bob's your uncle, mate. Make it a Bull's burger. Oh, sorry, Don Marie. We should make you laugh. We're laughing as well. It's only 9:45.
Yeah.
It's early. And
It's,
oh gosh, Juicy says from when people can eat foot, this should be a problem. It's true. If you are eating foot, if you can eat cow foot and pig's tail, what's wrong
Chicken
with
foot.
cow?
you
And
love a chicken foot, innit?
And listen, I love a chicken foot. After you cut off them claws, it's all right. It's all right once you get rid of the claws.
Lady B says, in Nigeria, it is in fact fried and cooked in pepper stew. But do you know what?
I was just thinking, when you go to Nigeria and you're having a pepper stew, right? Check out what it is. Make sure
Listen, mate.
it's meat, proper meat, not just men's meat, animal.
Do you know what? Let me play a track.
No, don't play a track yet. Actually, don't play a track yet, Sharky. Hold on, because I want to come into a track. We're going to come off this very quickly. But one of the things I want to talk about as well, we can talk about this after the next track, because I want you to run the track, load up the track that I've asked.
What, the next one?
Oh, no, the one I've asked you to download and play.
Yeah, that's what the next one, yeah.
Okay, all right. So I've been watching the rap game. I'm in love with the rap game. I don't know if anybody else watches it. It's on BBC iPlayer, and all 6 episodes are out, and the winner's been announced. It was a brilliant show, and the winner truly deserved it. That they were consistent. I'm using the pronouns here because I don't want to reveal who it is. They, well done me. They were consistent throughout the whole of the show and deserved to actually win it. So if you haven't watched the rap game, you know, watch it. It's actually really good. I you know, it's my little treat. However, there was a guy from Liverpool in there, and he was rapping, and he had his Liverpudlian accent. And sometimes I just thought, what the hell is he saying? And that brings me on to grime tracks. What are some of them saying? I don't know. Now, I listen to either LBC or Capital One Extra in my car. That's the only things, or I've got my music playing. And Capital One Extra loves some grime, right? Loves a Beyonce, loves some grime. And this track came on. Now, I love this track. I don't know why, but I don't understand it. And I want to know if anybody else can understand some of the lyrics of this track, especially when the other person comes in and starts rapping. It's this new American thing. But, you know, and this is the reason why our children can't speak properly. They just cannot speak properly. Go ahead, Sharky. Run this track.
Wow.
We could go band for a band. We could go
M for M. No.
We can go M for M.
We can M for M. We can go band for a band. We can go M for M.
Listen, I was in the car with my son and he was cracking up at me because I'm singing this song as what I think the guy's saying. And you know, if you've watched the video, you got to have this look Your top lip's got to curl up as well. The factory rims. I don't know.
Uh, look like a beaver, innit? It's got a beaver. You got to look like a beaver, or a little like mouse with its lip turned up. Or that artist, that artist. What's his name? That artist, the Jamaican white guy with the ponytail. It looks like when he raps, like him, whatever his name is.
T Brown says no storyline, no nothing.
Dear.
Factory rims, ban for ban. What was ban
It's
for
called
ban?
ban for ban. I don't know.
What
Don't
was
know.
that?
No
We could go
idea.
ban for ban. We could go in for in for in.
No storyline or nothing.
G4 says the subject matter was all over the place.
I'll tell you what though, I do like the bounce on the track though. I like
Yes,
it was very clean and loud, and you know what I mean. It was, I like the way the track was put together. I mean, the first guy that was on, he was good. The other one, I'm just like, I'm gonna listen to that again.
Yeah.
I'm gonna listen to the
Maybe play it as
unedited version.
Maybe play the outro on the Breakfast Flight show. But Lady B says, I understand what Central C's saying, yeah, but his subject matter was still all over the place.
It's called Little Baby, isn't it? The other guy, Little
Yeah,
Baby.
that's
I'm going to play one more track, and then we're going to see that one out again. we'll see that one out again. Oh dear.
I've even forgotten what I was going to talk about next because I've been so laughing.
You got 10
at
minutes.
this. But no, seriously, if you guys haven't seen the rap game, please watch it. Even G4 says he watches it and he says it's very good. I think he said way back, but he says very good program. It is. And you know something? It's run by Krept and Conan. So I'm going to give you a little story about Krept and Conan. All right. I think I said this before. Now Conan, who's a little short one. He's the same age as my son, and he is from the old manor from the South London ends. And my son was having a party. I think it was his 16th or 18th, and so we had some security at the door in the name of just some male friends. And Conan comes along. This is before he's well known. Conan comes along with his little gang of people saying, yeah, we want to come in. And my son's alluded to the fact that he's a gang in London, don't let him in. So I'm like, no, you're not coming in. You know, me with my me and my bolshy self, my little short bolshy self. I'm not afraid of anybody. I'm sure someone's going to slap me sometime. But I'm outside.
Let's
with this
hope not.
Yeah, I know. I'm outside with this little Conan. And I'm not, this is no word of a lie. And he says, well, do you want to get me to go and get my gun and come in? I said, you go get your gun and come back. Yeah, we'll still be here. You go get it. In the meantime, would you like some food? Right, so I thought I'll just pacify it. So I gave them all a plate of food. And you know what the little thing did? He then threw the plate of food in my front garden and walked off. They all left. They didn't come in. But they ate the food and then threw it in my front garden and walked off. That was Conan. If I ever get the chance to cross my paths with Conan, I'm going to tell him this story. I wish I had some pictures. I only wish phones were in way back then. I could blackmail him, couldn't I?
Yam the food and then dash it where.
Dash it in my front garden, the plate, the bones, everything. I had to be picking it out of my garden. They're debris.
Knowing you, I'm sure you'll come across him one day. I'm sure you will come across him one day.
Our paths are going to cross. They're going to cross. If you wish it enough, they will definitely cross. Now, I've got my last... Oh, no, I haven't, actually. We've got some time. We've still got 9 minutes to go. One story I want to run with, actually, that I was reading about yesterday. That's quite interesting. Really interesting. And this is the reason why I think everybody should make a will. It's so important because you get less squabbles with your siblings afterwards. And even if you do, sometimes they can still take it to court and contest it. But it's really important, especially at our age now, how we're getting older and people are just dropping like flies. Some of us don't wish that upon none of us. Touch wood, Merry Christmas. But you should make a will. Now, siblings win a 460k inheritance route against dad's secret love children after discovering he lived a double life for decades. Now, basically, their father died in 2020, age 83. And then just 6 months later, his wife then passed, with whom he had fathered 3 children. However, just prior to his death, the children discovered a shocking truth to their dad and found out that he had led a secret double life for decades. Not just for years, for decades. That's like 10 years is a decade. So like 20, 30 years, he'd been living this lie. Now, he had been in a relationship with a woman named Beverly Madden and had fathered 2 children with her, right? 29 and 32 respectively. I should say 32 and 29 respectively. Now, the children only met for the first time at the funeral, where one of the children of the mistress of the side piece helped carry the actual coffin. Now, neither the mum and dad made a will, meaning that the entire estate was worth just over 461,000, and it was split equally amongst these 5 biological children, which is only fair, right?
Mm-hmm.
For the wife and the side piece kids, right? However, it was revealed that 2 of the legitimate children, I don't know why they're calling it. I don't like that name, illegitimate and legitimate. Legitimate means just because they're married, and illegitimate is not. It sounds awful.
Yeah.
They should stop using
If
these
it's your
words.
kids, it's your kids. Yeah,
It's your kids, yeah. So we revealed that 2 of his legitimate children, sued and won a ruling at the Central London County Court, clawing back a larger sum of their dad's estate. Now, having split the inheritance equally, each initially gained over 92,000, including the illegitimate children. However, the pair clawed back around 170,000 from his estate, taking it away from the half siblings. Not all of it, just some of it.
Yeah.
Now, they argued that their mum's share had been inherited by Michael. Her money was effectively being shared out amongst the cheating husband's love children, right? So the mother's share was then added to the father's share and then shared out equally. And they argued like their mother shouldn't have to pay for the illegitimate children.
True, I agree with that.
So the judge actually rejected an argument from the half siblings that the mother knew about the affair, and if she had been bothered about this, she would have changed her will, because the mother didn't change the will. Now, afterwards, the judge agreed with the claims of the 2 legitimate children, which meant that the other legitimate children only came away with £58,000 each. Now, the reason why the judge did that, they said 2 of the children needed the money for something, so he awarded them a lot more money. And how Michael's affair was conducted secretly over the decade, and that they shouldn't be part of the mother's estate.
True.
So they were just given some of the money, not all of it. So you agree with that? But I just, to be quite honest with you, it's not just about the money. The money's like the secondary to all of this. It's finding out that the father had fathered other children outside of the marriage and only finding out about it. Now, the illegitimate children knew, because the father used to school them in how to talk, what to say, and not to tell people that they were his kids. So the illegitimate children knew, but the legitimate children didn't know until he was kind of like on his deathbed. And that's got to be hard. I read about another article about a woman that found out when her husband died that he had a whole new life, right? With kids, a house, was married as well, on his deathbed.
Airplane.
Listen, some people are just can hold a secret to their deathbed, yes? I'm telling you, that's what you call keeping a secret.
I mean, the thing about it is, if the mother, or as you say, the legitimate mother had a wealth, that her half should go to her children. Yeah? Because his children outside got nothing to do with her. And especially if she didn't know about it, then I agree that her half or her share or her money that he inherited should go to her children. Yeah, I think that is right. So, I mean, at first I was going to say no, it should be split right across the board. But now that you've told the whole story, I think the judge did the right thing by giving her children her share of the money. I think that's correct. Yeah. Unless she knew about the other children. If she knew about them and, you know, had interaction with them and stuff like that, then maybe I'd say different. But if she didn't know, then it should go to hers.
Well, that's what the children were arguing. The illegitimate children were arguing that the mother knew about it, hence the reason why she hadn't changed the will to include all of the children. So if the will had it, or I'm trying to remember who died first. It was the father that died first and then the mother. So I'm trying to wonder why all of them were in the will anyway. So did the wife know then? Or was it the father's will? Because it was the mother that died second.
No idea.
So I don't know about that. But anyway, it's 9:57. It's time to go. I've got one more video to show you guys. This is a funny one, though. I just wanted to show something funny on the way out. And then Sharky hopefully is going to play that tune just before the ads come in.
I will play.
Oh, I love that tune, and we can dance afterwards. Now, guys, you know what it's like. I'm as clumsy as hell. I fall over and trip over everything. But here's a collection of some fantastic trips that people have done. Some of these are the biggest belly laughs. Sorry for everyone on radio that can't see this. You've got to join on Mixcloud. I'll see you guys next week for the Christmas week. Enjoy.
Oh, oh God! I tell you what, some of those was funny. It's the one he just tripped over and he ran, and his head was like, boom, straight into the car.
It was when the guy fell down in the garden. The wife comes to help him, and she falls
And
down.
she fell down on his face.
There's some ones that look like they were painful, though. You know,
Yeah, some of them looked like they were made up. Like, you know, there was a couple of them that I thought, you know, was staged, but you could see the Ring doorbell ones. The one coming to give the flowers, the flower got delivered, and he stayed behind. They must hurt some of them, especially the one who, you know, he fell and he hit his head. I hope he was fine. I mean, I'm sure, you know, 'cause that looked like a pretty bad bang in the head, you know. Yeah. Listen, it's 9:59. For those of you on radio, we're about to go Rex Radio, Luton Urban Radio, State of the Art Radio, and GYR home station. All right, goodbye.
Join the Breakfast Flight Show every Monday and Tuesday with SharkyDJ and HPQ with the alternative news on GY Radio.